Hi, Kim here, and today I wanted to share with you how I finished the bird bath project. Grouting a project this size will take time. Be sure to allow yourself enough to complete the process. There's no cleaning up tomorrow. And now it's time to grout. I have already mixed the grout in a yummy dark brown color. We have several videos on the channel that demonstrate the exact mixing process. You can see them in the directions below. I'm going to worry about this little bottom edge in a bit. I've left a bit of space there, and once I get this part all sort of finished and set in place, I'm going to tip it and bevel my grout from the edge of the tile to the edge of the bird bath. You notice when I'm scraping this excess off, I'm going diagonally across the tile as opposed to this way. So right now I'm just gonna do a really light wipe with a really squeezed out sponge to sort of even out my grout joints a little, and move on to the basin while this sets up until we're ready to clean. Okay, so let's get started grouting. I'm starting on the bottom first because I'm gonna need to flip this over at some point. If I start on the top, I would disturb the grout in the bowl part. And I'm wiping this right onto my taped off area because this grout will probably stain that a little bit. I think it's important when you're pulling tape off, as with anything, to pull it back, what I call off on itself. Instead of pulling it out like this, pull it up and away from what you're doing. I think it's important to note that every so often while you're working on a bigger grout project, to go back and give your grout a stir, because it keeps it from setting up and getting clumpy, and it extends your grout session. I'm ready to start doing the big part, the exciting part. I really love these mud tools. They were designed for ceramics, but when you're working especially three-dimensionally, it like curves with my fingers, and they don't wear out. There's a curved side, a flat side. It just really is a great tool for grouting. In doing this rim, I'm just kind of getting a piece in my hand and forming it over the top and dragging it around to force it into all the little cracks and in between the nuggets. At this point, we're not trying to be pretty, we're trying to get everything filled. Not trying to clean this, but take kind of the bulk of the excess off. While I'm letting the rest of this sort of get set up, I'm just gently going around my little nuggets and pulling a little bit of the excess off to expose them some more. Not like trying to polish anything. I'm just like pulling a little grout out. Okay, so I've let this sit for a while. You can see I did a little picking between the nuggets to expose them some more, and now it's just time for the polish. Dry t-shirt, dry sponge, and we're just gonna clean it up. Some of these tiles are a little buried. I'm just checking for them and pulling the grout out with my tool here so that when I polish it off, I smooth them out. Part of the reason that you don't want to wait too long is because this kind of picking process needs to happen before the grout's too set up, or you'll never be able to do it. Honestly, I could spend hours picking at my grout, always finding more spots that need to be cleaned up. Grouting a project this size will take time. Be sure to allow yourself enough to complete the process. There's no cleaning up tomorrow. At this point, I'm really happy with how this turned out, but I think I can take it up a level, and I'm going to show you how. So I took a little acrylic paint and thinned it out quite a bit with water, and I'm just doing a little test on the inside so that I know how it's going to look on the outside. And we're just going to do a wash on here. And this is going to add a little brown patina that matches the grout color I used and tie it all together. But the trick in this is to do a test on the inside where no one's going to see it. Even though I might be going back and putting Mosaic on the rest of the pedestal, because I'm just doing a wash, this isn't really going to affect my adhesive in the future. Just letting this really soak in. Plus, as you can see, it'll kind of cover up the mess of no matter how much I seem to try to work clean. I got glove marks everywhere. Now you can see how that little wash of paint just sort of tied everything together, warmed it up, and I just wanted to make one comment. When you're doing any kind of paint that you may mosaic over later, you should use only acrylic, because the acrylics in paint are similar to the acrylics in thin set or grout, and they won't react with them. I'm really happy with this project. I think I might try it again in some new colors. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And remember, life's a mosaic. You pick the pieces.